Ladies and gentlemen, let us travel to the land of the rising sun. Thank you as always for being here. Appreciate you stopping on in. Today we are listening to the band Mariah. We're going to listen to this track Sokokara. This is going to be off of their album Utakara no Hibi, which was released in 1983. I've never heard of the band, but I have their English translation up here for everything. We're listening to this because it was suggested and sponsored by Cameron. So Cameron, thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the recommendation as well. I've never heard of the band, don't know a thing about them, but I pulled up the Wikipedia page here. I got it translated in English. They're a Japanese band, of course, as I mentioned. It's a group of studio musicians led by saxophonist Yasuaki Shimizu, formed the music production collective Mariah Project in 1979, and they made their debut in 1980. Let us go ahead and dive in. And by the way, I just want to say, when the album cover pops up, like right here, in this area here, I think the album cover looks really, really cool. Also, the translation for this particular track is translated as "End From There," which is also going to be the first track of the album. Here we go, guys. Cool album cover. It's like a marching band pattern. Thunder. At this point, it's almost reminding me of Kraftwerk a little bit, actually. This is kind of cool. It's kind of interesting. And I love that groove. It's a small thing, but it is the small things. Like this acts as the verse. They didn't do it this time. Kind of sounds like picked violin strings. that was a cool piece of like Japanese electronic experimentation, 1983. So yeah, clearly after like, you know, Kraftwerk's time, but like that was the first band that kind of came to mind listening to this was Kraftwerk. It kind of moves in a similar pattern in the sense of it takes a rhythm, it takes a drum groove, and it just lets it go. Just lets it go. And I love the drum beat that they chose here. It has kind of a marching band element to it, and I love how strong the kicks are. Ba, 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 ba. Like it's just a really good groove to like push everything along, and that melody in the chorus, da 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 dun 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 dun, like it's just a really fun kind of melody. It drives the song. Now I could not find lyrics whatsoever. Period. Nothing. I could not figure out that part out. So I have no idea what she's saying there, but she's just kind of quietly speaking in some moments of the song, and I like it. She's not just speaking over the music and it becomes like, okay, you know, less speaking, more of the music. And it's not done so little that it has no effect on the music. I think that it's just softly spoken vocals and delivery that works to the benefit of this particular track, giving it a little bit of human voice without allowing it to distract from the clearly electronically focused elements that's taking place in here. I love the little bits of assortment of sounds that are happening. Like I said, one of them sounds like a picked violin. There's some other, you know, little synth work in there. I think it feels like a calm, jovial, colorful song or piece of music. And I gotta say, once again, I love the album cover. I think that is just such a cool album cover on this one. Now, I did pull up a few little things here. So I have the Bandcamp here, at least for this particular track, I see here. And I saw a little blurb of info about the band and about this. A legendary yet long-lost crown jewel from the early 80s, Japanese electronic and jazz rock scene. I'm curious to see how this album would develop. Mariah used to be a Japanese outfit in the field of art pop long way back in the very late 70s and early 80s. The album at hand is the sixth, and for the time being, their last album in this row, released as a double vinyl in 1983. In the vein of Tears for Fears, Bowie. Yeah, like I said, when she started singing, it reminded me of It's No Game from David Bowie. You know, when she's you know, much more active in the verse there, but just the sound reminded me a little bit of that. There, look at that. Touch of Kraftwerk and a little Brian Eno in there. This was really cool. If you'll indulge me, I'm not going to listen to another song right now. I just want to... I'm just curious. That's cool. That kind of reminded me a little bit of like Yellow Magic Orchestra. This was cool. I enjoyed that. I'm curious, one more thing if you'll allow me. Because listen, sometimes I like to... This has 63,000 views on YouTube. I just like to look at the there's not comments in here. All of the songs contain Armenian and Japanese lyrics. I was hoping there'd be like some comments in here. I like to see sometimes what other people are thinking about the music and stuff. No, there's nothing here. Okay, well that's okay. Anyways, let me know what you guys thought of the track, of course, in the comments down below. Where's my button? There it is. Follow me in a bunch of places. Cameron, thank you so much once again for the supports and the recommendation. This was a cool listen, and I've never heard of them, but that was a cool listen. I enjoyed that. I love that album cover. Have a wonderful rest of your day, guys, and I'll see you all later. Bye.